Okay, let's talk about area plans, is what we call, and they're not really used in residential type projects, commercial projects. They are, but you could certainly use one or more of them in a residential project if you so desire, because when you go to apply for building permits, you need to know square footage of building. And things like that. So you could use it for that. All right. So, but we're going to work with this same little building that we had in the previous videos, and we go to the architecture tab, and we come over here and we go to the area pull down, and we go area plan. We want to create an area plan. And to start with, let's go with gross building and level 1. And we'll check do not duplicate existing views. That means it's not going to create another area plan for level 1. And we'll say OK. And you see this pops over a new plan view. It's right here in the browser. And you notice it put a border around the exterior walls, because gross building area it's total, it's exterior. Okay, now let's say, for example, okay, so that pick the floor. I don't want the floor. That's the area boundary. If we were to tag it, okay. And so now we have an area that's tagged. We'll select the whole that whole area, and if we look over here in our properties, we've got gross building area. Another option is exterior area. So if we had a patio or a porch, and so we'll and we're going to tag that area. Oh, I guess it didn't close up, huh? Oh, come on. There's something that's preventing it from happening. Oh, area. Duh, I didn't create the area. I just tried to tag it. Okay. So now if I select that one, I can come down here and change that to exterior area. Okay, now I can generate reports in schedules that will tell me these things. But this is, okay, so that's the gross building area. Let's do it again. But this time we're going to go rentable on level 1. And yes, do not duplicate existing views, because we're only going to create one rentable spot. Okay. Now it picked the interior walls, and it may have picked these walls because I've already done this once and just deleted it. But I'm going to go with an area boundary. And I'm going to pick these walls here. Okay, and now I want to create the areas. All right, and so because I'd already done those, so that one goes there. So let me put tags in here, and those are renamed because I've already created them once. Okay, And so now we've got an area plan that has these little things here, and you can edit the tags. Click on that, you can edit it there. If you select the area, you can go into your properties right here and name it right there. Okay. Now, one of the things with the area plans, okay, now this is rentable area. And if you look here at area type, if we hit our pull downs, these are the defaults that come in the program. Okay, so common area, office, exterior floor, vertical, store. Okay, so those are the defaults that come in here. Doesn't lend itself well to residential colored areas that I'm going to show you next. But for a commercial project, oh yeah, it's a great thing because you can tag these things and you can get your square footage of your rentable area because they need to know that for building permits and fire safety and any kind of real estate or marketing or something like that. Now the nice thing about this is it's created this other plan here, an area plan, but it did not do anything to our floor plan. All right, now to do a color legend, we need to define the rooms. Okay, so let's define a couple of rooms here, and let's put a room separator right across there. I think it put it. Yeah. Okay. And so now we can come in here and rename these. Okay, so we have a house with no kitchen. All right, so I've tagged them and gave each room an individual name. Okay, so now we want to create a color legend. Now, if you were, it's a color legend is popular in like marketing materials for like apartments and condos or maybe floor plans within a house. It's definitely, popular with commercial spaces where you want to clearly define office versus conference room versus common area, stuff like that. So oftentimes you're going to duplicate your level because if you do it here, you get the colors, but you really don't want to print the colors on your floor plan. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to duplicate this view. And we go duplicate as a defendant. Okay, and the reason for that is if I make a change in level 1, it'll make the change here. Okay, so now to make a color legend, I want to go to the Annotate tab. Come over here, Color Fill Legend. And I want to bring it right here and drop it inside my view. And then I have to choose, what is it based on? And this one is based on rooms. And the color scheme is going to be based on the name of the room. And then I'll say, okay. All right. So if I come over here, those colors are so close to each other. It's like, that's weird. Yeah, almost that, but it's like the color. I don't know why the scheme didn't show up, because normally it shows up with a nice color scheme instead of these, RGB colors that are so close to each other. Anyway, I will look at that, and if I can see what the heck's going on with that, I will let you know. Okay, and so now we have that. Now that was just kind of a quick, down and dirty way to do that. But if we go back to our level 1 plan, that was weird. Maybe because it was dependent that we didn't do that. So let's undo that. Let's duplicate again and just duplicate. Now we got no. Let's see how that works. Okay, so it brought the names over from our floor plan because those areas are named. Oh, color system color scheme. Oh, no, that's pipes and ducts. That won't work. I will have to find that out. Let me pause the video and see what I can find. Okay, I spent a little time looking around. I can't find a way to change the presets as far as the colors go. You could certainly edit the color scheme here and manually change these colors, if you want to. One of the things, if you have furniture installed in here, and I don't know how it would work with cabinets and things like that, but especially with furniture, do you want the color to go through the furniture and cover it, or the furniture to stand out and not be as part of that color? So right here, the color scheme location, background will apply the color scheme to the background of the view, meaning on the floor. Okay, so anything above the floor would not be covered up with the color. If you go to foreground, then whatever is above that would be included in the coloring. Let's I don't know if let me see if I put a desk in here. Let's see. Okay, so right now we're set at foreground, and you can see that desk is colored green. If I change this back to background, now my furniture is white and the coloring is behind that. Okay, I think that that covers color schemes. The legend over here, you can edit, these things. Let's see, we go edit type. These are the sizes, okay, and the font, so that's not how to change the text on it. Oh, we go edit color scheme. There we go. And you would change it up here. So I'm going to make it all caps. Okay, so you can see how that looked. All right, so that's our week 6 tutorial videos. There'll be an assignment for you to work on, and there's a sample hanging in the lab if you want to come and look at it. And if you got questions, email me or come by the lab to get some help.